Hit record. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Ken Lavigne here, singer/vocal coach, and today we have another suggestion by one of our dear subscribers. This one sent to us by Susan, who writes, Dan VASC, The Last Stand Sabaton cover in the words of Soren Reiklaw, 9029 of Dan's fans, a singer from Brazil, covering a song created by a band from Sweden, sung in English about a battle that took place in Rome, the Vatican City. I hope you'll enjoy it. Susan also includes a link here. Thank you so much, Susan. I really appreciate that. So we don't have to go searching around and try and figure out where is the right one, but we went directly to it, of course, because that link leads us there. And now, without further ado, we're going to dive into this from Dan VASC. Okay, the guitarist here, I think he's done all of the recording here. This is Quentin Cornett. I know that because I read the description, which all of you should do on this video. Reading the description helps figure out and add a little bit of context to what you're viewing. Anyway, a little disclaimer there. Dan hasn't sung a note yet I know he is going to be in full vocal force because he's not just wearing his mere muscle shirt. He's got a green fatigue battle shirt going on here.
In the heart of the Holy See, in the home of Christianity, the seed of power is in danger.
I love this. Listen to this rolled R at the end of that. The seed of power. You don't hear that as often as one would like or should. Rolled R's, my friends, if you can't do them, learn how. They are really fun and actually a really good vocal exercise.
Christianity, the seed of power is in danger. There's a toll of 1,000 souls that've been abandoned by the Lord. The fall from grace who paid their price to the nation. Then a 189 in the stars of heaven. They're protecting the holy line. It was 1527. Getting lights on the steps to heaven. Thy will be done. For the grace, for the might of the Lord, for the home of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the soul. Getting lights so godly.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this tune at all, but I should be. I've looked at enough Sabaton material. This is great. I'm getting the chills. Great tune. Dan, you're doing your job well. Thank you, sir.
For the grace, for the might of the Lord, in the name of His glory, for the faith, for the way of the soul. Come and tell us sorry again. On the corner of 42, along the secret avenue, there's also a
He's like rolling every one of his R's. Is this what the original singer did for Sabaton? Did he roll every one of these R's? It's so delicious and I love it. And I just don't hear enough of it. So thank you, Dan, for reliving that moment.
angel is waiting. They're the gods of the Holy See. They're the gods of Christianity. The path through history is paved with salvation. Then a 189 in the stars of heaven. They're protecting the holy line. It was 1527. Getting lights on the steps to heaven. Thy will be done. For the grace, for the might of the Lord, for the home of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the soul. Getting lights so godly. For the grace, for the might of the Lord, in the name of His glory, for the faith, for the way of the soul. Come and tell us sorry again.
Okay, great. There's a lot going on here. Dan's always doing a great job vocally. He's just so on point with that vocal grit that is so necessary to really get that whole sound that you really want for a song like this. Very masculine, a lot of testosterone going on there. A couple of things, just so you know, and this is not really a criticism of Dan. He's going for trying to evoke a certain presence about how he sending his energy in that particular studio. This is really hard to do in a studio where you don't have an audience. There's no audience to interact with. So he's just sending that energy directly ahead of him. No deviation from that. And I suppose maybe that might have the effect of just having that laser-like intensity of saying, I am determined and I will not be shaken from my appointed rounds, my path. This is where I'm going and I will not be distracted, unlike the rest of us who have chronic ADHD and go like, oh, a squirrel. Oh, another squirrel. It's interesting when you are in a performance setting, that particular stance where it's just sending energy to one spot at the back of the hall can be a little bit boring. I would just say we want a little bit of variety. We want to be taken in. And of course, if you were in a live setting and Dan, I don't know, does he perform live? If he does perform live, I would imagine he has that kind of physique and presence where he would be bouncing from one side of the stage to the other and just getting the whole audience into it, really like Bruce Dickinson style. We are here together. I'm going to lead you, and this is going to be awesome. And I just sort of, you do with what you can. You do what you can with what you have in front of you, and Dan always does a good job. So vocally, this is great. I'm enjoying the song. Love the rolled R's. So much to say. So much to say. I'm going to shut up. Oh, man. How many nouns that rhyme with destination can you put into one particular stream of words? Well, there's quite a few of them, and I think they managed to shoehorn just about all of them into that line. I love it. I love it. It's great. Great job! Woohoo! All right. Okay, and there's this string of subscribers that are helping fuel Dan to new heights. This is from a few years ago, but great all around. Just a great job, Dan. Good job. Thank you very much, Susan, for leading me to the direction of this particular video and requesting it. Much love to you. Thank you for all your kind support over the years. If you want to be like Susan, there are links down below that you can cut through all the noise, get to me directly, and make a request to me. And also, too, if you so like, leave a donation to the channel. Always appreciated. And as always, if you want to learn to sing like Dan, if you want to up your game, maybe you're a struggling singer, maybe you're a singer who has reached a roadblock or a fork in the road, I strongly suggest you reach out to a talented vocal coach. There might be one living in your area. One-on-one is the best way to learn. Don't have to sing with me, but if you would like to, there are links down below where you can take a video lesson. And if you don't have time for that, you're a busy person on the go, don't worry, I have your back. I got you all sorted. I've created a course over the past few months called 10X Your Voice. It is guaranteed for 10 minutes a day for 10 weeks. If you follow the course, you will not only improve your results, but you will improve your voice tremendously. And so that all said, if you are not yet a member of this fabulous community, why don't you be like Susan and become one? Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the great stuff that we produce here every week on the channel. And lastly, thank you so very much for taking time out of your super busy day and spending a few of those precious, precious moments here with me on the channel. Much love and appreciation to you all, and we will see you next time.
The seed of power is in danger. There's a pole of 1,000 swords. They've been abandoned by the Lord. The folk from graves will pay their price.